Hello guys, this time I have a bit different video for you. I was looking back at the older pages of Transfusions the other day. It's my webcomic, by the way. I will tell you a little bit about it in a moment if you're new to it. And so it is somewhat cringy to look at the weird limbs and stupid noses and obnoxious eyes and not so optimal speech bubbles. And I get a little embarrassed when I think of new readers finding my comic and being welcomed by my old art. The first pages are 8 years old now. I sometimes get the urge to redraw the old pages, but A, I don't have time for that, and B, it's an endless cycle if you start doing it, so I rather not. But I thought it would be fun to see how much my way of making this comic has changed, and so I decided to draw one of the old pages again, like I would today. This is page 23, which was drawn in 2011. I still sketched the pages on paper at this point. I also drew the speech bubbles. Later I ended up using pencil to make them. Joa's hair was a mess. I still struggle with drawing it, as you will see, but it looks less horrible now. I don't know what's up with those mouths without the lower lip either. Oh. So I chose this page because this is sort of the first scene where these two characters interact. It's kind of funny to see them like this again. Also, I love drawing my bagel ear gibbies. My style is a bit rounder. Oh my god, it's like what happened to Tite Kupo. So I want to have a comparison of these small chibi characters as well. Also, Joa with less massive eyes. Also, I noticed both of their hair has gotten a bit more fluffy over the years. Okay, so if you have no idea of who these characters are or what this comic is, this is my webcomic Transfusions that I started in 2010. The dude with glasses is Dulan. He's a media student, a Star Wars nerd, and an awkward fluffhead. The redhead is a vampire dude called Joa, who died in the 80s. And they fall in love. In this scene, Dulan has bruised his arm, and Joa has attacked him, but instead of killing Dulan, Joa takes him to his place where Dulan wakes up confused, scared and angry. If you wonder how this can ever become a healthy romantic relationship, well, with weekly blood sucking involved, I have a link in the description where you can read all about it. There's also a link to my other less romantic and more adventurous webcomic, The Witch Door. Here you can see me drawing the second sketch layer. I've done this since the beginning. I have to make the sketches like really clean and detailed because the line art is also very clean. So with Witch Door I make much more simpler sketches since the line art is less clean, so to speak. To tell you a bit more about the methods and tools I use to make this comic. The program is Adobe Photoshop CS6. I use a Wacom tablet. It's Intuos Pro, medium size. I draw the pages on an A5 sized canvas with resolution of 300. I scale the pages down for the website, but I keep the PDF files of every page just in case. For sketching, inking, coloring and shading, I use the default brush in Photoshop. The panels I make with white rectangular shapes. Change the layer mode to multiply and add strokes from the layer styles. The reason why I use gray tones and red for this comic is simply because back in 2010 I really liked the combination of black, white and red. Later I started to slightly add some other colors to the gray tones as well. Comparing these two pages, I noticed the layout in this new version is much more harmonious. The flow is much clearer, especially with the placement of the dialogue. I still struggle with that sometimes, but it's nice to notice improvement has happened. The characters look a bit more fleshier too. The proportions look much better. I still now notice things I'd like to fix in the new page though. Like Joa's hair in the second panel. And how the framing cuts just a bit of his head there. It looks a little awkward. But overall, this was a fun experiment to do, and I wouldn't mind doing other draw this again challenges if I can just get over the embarrassment I get from looking at my old art. Here you can see me using the Magic Wand tool to color everything. Because the panels are on a different layer from the line art, I have to make these lines around the panels on the line art layer to close all the areas I have to color. And well, I will clean everything in the end. Okay, we're getting near the end here. I will post both of these pages to my Tumblr, and I will link that post in the description. If you haven't read Transfusions yet, definitely click the link to the comic in the description down below and get in on this vampire love story that I can assure you is a much better love story than Twilight. I update this comic with 2 pages every Sunday. But if you wanna get ahead with this comic, you can become my patron and get sketches of the new pages a week in advance. Transfusions is now in the middle of the final chapter of the first part, so things are getting exciting. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, let me know in the comments and give it a thumbs up as well. And If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Bye.